inflation is hitting the pockets of the American people. Fox Business reporter Ashley Webster is at Two Cracked Eggs Cafe this morning in Savannah, Georgia. He is hearing some from voters. But first, of course, he took the time to have a good old-fashioned breakfast there. Go over to you, Ashley.
Yeah, you know what, Maria? They don't do it better than in the South. I'm going to put on a lot of poundage here in a short amount of time. But anyway, let me talk about the prices. We've talked about inflation and how it's crippling. What's interesting is the food at home index is up 13.5% year over year. And if you look at the food away from home index, in other words, going out to restaurants, that's only up 8%. So the theory that it's cheaper to eat at home right now, not necessarily true. And I'm going to bring in now our good friend Chris Emmerich. He owns Two Cracked Eggs Cafe. Chris, thanks for joining us this morning. How much has inflation impacted your meals here? The typical breakfast, how much more expensive is it?
I would say on average, probably closer to 25 to 30% on average more across the board. You know, where typically it would cost me $2.50 for a traditional breakfast, we're pushing close to probably the $3 range, $4 range. But when you go into more like the crabs and stuff like that, it's over double. So that's what brings it up.
But business is good.
Business is great here.
That's good. Awesome. I'm going to bring in Charles Taylor. Charles, good morning. You're a contractor. How's inflation hurt your business?
Well, the inflation is costing materials to just go out of the roof. Supply chains is a big issue. I mean, we are having to wait 25, 30 weeks for windows and doors. So it just impacts everything. Costs are through the roof. Fuel is eating us alive.
So what would you like to say to President Biden?
I would like for the administrations and government to get out of the way and let us do our jobs without being burdened by all the regulations and the cost. And that would allow us to be more profitable and be able to hopefully find some more employees.
Very good, gentlemen. Thank you very much. So there you have it, Maria. The message to the administration: get the heck out of the way and let us do our business. I think that's the message that's universal, I think you could say, around the country. Back to you.
For sure. Ashley, thanks very much. Ashley Webster in Savannah this morning. John, your reaction to the voters you just heard from and the Cracked Eggs owner saying that a breakfast is 25 to 30% more expensive this year.
What I'm surprised at is that they failed to indicate customers are now unwilling to pay these higher prices for breakfast or for whatever work the contractor does. As long as Americans are willing to pay higher prices and we're not suffering much in terms of lost sales volumes, inflation is going to remain rapid, and that warns us of yet higher interest rates with more pain to come down the road.
Leo, what do you think?
Well, this is an insidious tax, and what we're not seeing is what it's doing to the lowest income levels. This is starting to get very serious. Energy isn't coming down because we're not addressing the problems. And in fact, we're out there saying there is no inflation. That's a problem. We have to address the causes. Otherwise, this is going to be a tough winter with high food prices, high energy prices, and a looming recession.
You're right. I mean, electricity prices are already soaring. So we'll watch that. Quick break, gentlemen, and then...